Hi guys and welcome back to cryptochesterg. I'm here today to discuss with you real world assets. Okay, this is probably the easiest way that we can get blockchain adoption internationally. So we're going to be covering some attributes as to what this essentially is, and then at the end of the video we're actually going to be going through 3 projects that I think are currently underpriced where you can make a substantial amount of money just by obviously doing your own research and investing in them. So let's start off the video here with sort of a description as to what real world assets actually are and what they mean here in the crypto space. So obviously you can see on the screen here, real world asset tokenization ecosystem map. So what you've got here, you've got distributors, and this is essentially, what says it? Its name what it says on the tin, right? So it's distributors, it's companies and projects that are sort of associated with real world assets in themselves, and we will go into real world assets, exactly what they are, very shortly. And then you've obviously got the decentralized finance side of things, the blockchain networks that are going to be hosting the distributors and sort of the DeFi projects as well. And then you've got these lovely little wallets as well, custodian wallets and tokenization platforms and data and ecosystem sort of provider and third parties. Okay, so this is sort of what it is built up of. Let's go into more detail as to what is real world assets and real world assets in general. Okay, so RWA stands for real world assets. In the context of finance, blockchain and cryptocurrency, RWAs refer to a physical or traditional asset that are tokenized and brought onto the blockchain. Okay, so these assets can include, say, real estate. So imagine buying a house, but you're buying it with, say, 60 or 70 other people or something like that, right? And you can rent the house and then take a dividend from the house through owning a percentage of that house. So that's essentially like tokenizing the real estate market. You've got commodities, obviously gold and oil. This is actually linked to a project that we will be talking about at the end of the video. Essentially, they compare an asset to gold or oil, and then you can actually invest in that asset, and it will kind of like a stable coin. It will mirror gold or oil's price, and then you can essentially be holding your assets on the blockchain rather than in sort of a centralized wallet or exchange. Okay, you've got bonds, you've got stocks, same sort of scenario as gold and oil, invoices and receivables, art and collectibles. So art and collectibles is an interesting one. So if you think about, say, a new Gucci jacket for some reason is worth, say, $40,000. You want to be able to know whether it's real or fake. They will have potentially an NFT attached to that product, and then that NFT will be hosted on the blockchain, right? So if you wanted to verify clothing, art, collectibles, whatever it is, you can basically scan potentially a QR code, and it will bring up the NFT on the blockchain, verifying that that piece of art or collectible is a real thing. Okay, so that's just a little idea for you on just the basic use cases and utility for real world assets. You've got key characteristics here: tokenization here, on-chain representation, and access to traditional markets. Okay, and this is sort of the bridge from traditional markets over to blockchain and centralized finances into decentralized finances as well, which we will go into very shortly with, again, one of the projects at the end of this video. Now, why RWAs matter? They unlock liquidity for traditional illiquid assets, so like real estate. They broaden the use cases for blockchain and DeFi. Completely correct. And they also provide new opportunities for institutional and retail investors to diversify their portfolio into, say, real estate. Because I know some of you out there, you can't afford to buy a house, right? But would you like to buy, say, 5% of a house and then get 5% of the rental income that the tenant would pay every month, right? So it's sort of that aspect of tokenizing anything sort of in the real world. Really interesting. If we flash back to this image here, there's obviously a lot of stuff here, a lot of projects that are currently doing this, okay? And I will be covering a few of these projects on my channel here in the next sort of couple of weeks or so. So if you are liking this type of content, make sure you hit the subscribe button, notification bell on, and hit that like button, guys. Hit the like button. Now, the blockchain and the network and the protocols that are sort of hosting this right now, you've got Polygon, Ethereum, Solana, Avalanche. Obviously, they're the main ones. Obviously, they're the popular blockchains, the blue chips out of all of them. There is a couple of guys that are sort of trying to build their blockchain around real world assets, which isn't a bad thing. It's just quite niche, and they really have to compete from a technical standpoint in comparison to, say, a blockchain like Solana, right? Because regardless if it's a real world asset or not, if it's cheaper to host it and easier to run it on Solana, then developers and project owners will probably just deploy it on Solana or Base or any other sort of cheap network that will host it. Nothing really tied to the real world asset at the moment. And again, guys, this is super early in the development of real world assets, just because there is sort of some negative factors about real world assets, unfortunately, and that is sort of the regulation side of things. You know, the SEC has been hammering crypto for so long, and they are going to be bringing out certain restrictions and regulations and stuff like that to sort of either accept this on a massive scale or block it and build a brick wall, so basically nothing can get over it and block the development and the sort of the potential here, okay? But I see real world assets as like the real bridge from the Web2 to the Web3 space in terms of the internet. So yeah, I'm very, very bullish on this on the basis that we don't get absolutely slammed by say the SEC bringing out some horrible restrictions. And even if they do, it will be other countries that will actually accept stuff like this, and that's what we are seeing right now. Countries in Africa and other countries like that, they are saying, well, if we can bring in a nice amount of sort of capital into our sort of economy here, just through facilitating real world assets and sort of the technology and everything else behind it, then why aren't we going to do that? Okay, and that's what we are seeing at the moment. People sort of curve around a few laws and stuff like that. Now, let's go into 3 projects that I think that do have quite big potential here in the real world asset space. And I haven't done that much research on these. Just wanted to get you guys a video today, but these are 3 projects that are not super pink sheet, but they're not quite blue chip either. I think they're quite bullish in the space. Definitely a couple to watch there, and we will go through these now. Okay, so Synthetics is the first one. This is decentralized. It's basically decentralized futures DEX. Okay, so you'll be able to basically trade futures contracts on a decentralized exchange, which usually, guys, it is a centralized exchange because of all the permissions and all that other stuff, the more of a technical side of a centralized exchange and the regulation and the KYC and all these other stuff. So this actually gives users a lot more freedom having it on a DEX rather than a SEX. But yeah, that's just one of the projects that I am looking at right now. It does look pretty good. And also, these guys are not just specializing in that. They have got some other pretty good stuff going as well. They are hosting basically the tokenization of other assets as well, like gold, like oil, like other stuff like that, right? And then also, they're also going to be hosting other projects, and they're going to be using the assurance of synthetic assets called synths. Okay, so this basically means instead of buying like one gold or a barrel of oil or whatever, you'll be buying synths that are then tied to that specific asset. Okay, so it's quite a cool concept. I think it does have a little bit of a way to go here. Around $700 million market cap currently right now. They do have quite an where are we now? Yeah, the unlocking schedule is basically done now from what you can see, total supply to circulating supply. So this thing does have the power to really just rally up with the real world asset trend. And as you can see here, if you are looking at the market cap, this thing did actually get to where are we? Can we get there? Got to a $3 billion market cap in the previous 2021 run here. So it is quite likely that we do see us really catapult up. Even in March, it was up at around a $1.67 billion market cap. So that does pose the question for around a 2x here up to March highs. Around 3, 4, 5, 6x up to the all-time high there. So definitely want to watch SNX. And again, guys, $724 million market cap. Now, the next one here is called Pendle Finance here, okay? And if you are finding value here, just do me a solid. Drop a like on the video. And also, guys, I want to hear your opinions on real-world assets. I want to hear your opinions on these projects, okay? Do some research. Let me know what you think in the comment section and whether you're going to be getting involved with them. So Pendle.finance is actually specializing in liberating yield, okay? And what that means is essentially a glorified word for staking and earning a yield on your investment. So you can invest in certain yields here on the Pendle network. And let's actually launch the app and have a little look here. And you can actually generate specific amount of passive income through doing so. I know we cover a bit of passive income stuff on this channel, but you can see here that USDE, you can stake fixed for 30 days and get 24% on your investment here. And I have checked these guys out. They're looking pretty legit, and they're bringing in a few more different assets and stuff to the table right now. So yeah, we will see obviously this list grow a lot bigger and bigger over time here, especially with a lot more different assets coming onto the market. Okay, and we're talking obviously real world assets, so it will be other stuff like gold, like oil, potentially stuff like artwork. You just don't know, and NFTs and all that good stuff. So yeah, Pendle definitely one to watch here in this space. In terms of market cap, around $900 million market cap right now, and we are seeing this thing rally up quite nicely here. Ever since is it at March highs? Yeah, it's just about up near enough at March highs there, near enough the all-time high here. Oh, this is not a great chart. Okay, 1.61 billion it got to, currently trading around $900 million. But you can see here that the price is a little bit lower than the all-time high, right? So actually, it means that the market cap is pretty much similar to where it was previously. Actually, it's interesting. It's almost like they've locked up supply rather than unlocked supply. But yeah, definitely one to watch here. Pendle, as you can see, it is placed 104th on the list. And another network to end this video, guys. There is another network here that is really trying to shine here and be the sort of the host for real world assets. And this is sort of the thing that I was referring to at the start of the video, the only full chain real world assets chain. Okay, and you can see that is Lumia here, and you can see pretty cool graphics overall, bridging billions of dollars of liquidity to a $10 trillion real world asset sector, forming the complete real world asset chain, while 7 projects are also addressing the tokenization aspect of real world assets. Lumia is the first to focus on the step after asset tokenization, bringing these assets to millions of users in DeFi and providing a full solution for real world assets. So you can see that they are sort of taking the job of trying to be the host of all major real world assets through specific things like safety and security, and the key decentralization aspect here. And yeah, they've obviously got yields and DeFi and all that good stuff there. So yeah, there's a lot of meat on the bone here, guys. If you do want to go check out an airdrop, I will leave links in the description for this asset as well. But yeah, that is going to be the video. Let me know what you think of real world assets in the comments section. There is still a lot to learn. It is a developing space, so make sure you try and stay ahead of the curve here, and go do some research on these projects if you want to here, guys. I will leave the link for all these websites and stuff in the description. And if you guys really want to take the leap in your trading journey, and you want to learn to trade, or you want to learn to sort of just build a general portfolio, you can go do that over on the cryptochesterg Patreon. Go check that out. The links are in the description for that. Exclusive trading insights, a limited Discord group, which has giveaways, which has access to early projects, loads and loads of meat on the bone there. Just go check it out. And if you guys are looking to trade on some exchanges, non-KYC, if you want to go buy some of these assets, you can go over to BTCC, okay? And that is a non-KYC exchange where you can get, I think it's $5,000 bonus for signing up there. And also go check out Blowfin as well, guys. I think they've got around $6,000 or $7,000 worth of bonuses just to sign up. You sign up, you deposit, you get a big bonus, okay? And it's basically free money. So go check it out. Links in the description for that. Thank you ever so much for watching, guys. That is going to be it from me. Peace out for now. Hopefully I'll see you in the next one.